What's up, y'all? Thank you for checking out the Hospitality Strategy Lab. My name is Jason Littrell, and today I'm going to go a little off script. It's been a couple weeks since I've actually put out any content, and who cares? Honestly, who cares? Because if you've watched any of my stuff, then you know that organic content is very important, and you should do it. But the organic engagement rate is actually extremely little. So, it's important to stay consistent and do it. But if you miss a week or something like because of life events or whatever. So my life events have been, if you know me for a while, then you know that I've kind of lived in two different worlds. And recently I've kind of decided that, like, all right, I live in the hospitality world. I'm not going to live in the liquor world. But every time I do that, I end up getting clawed back. And there's always this new opportunity or shiny object, which has been, honestly, something that's held me back for a long time. Something that's been a difficult challenge for me, because I'm just like, I always like to make things. I always like to be new. I always like to leverage a new piece of technology or find another way to gain a foothold in the market and gain some sort of an advantage. And so I've been clawed back into the liquor world. And so I've been in talks with my partner in this for months now, 5 to 6 months now. And the idea is that he is extremely good at selling liquor off premise. That means in liquor stores. And so for the last week, I've been building a system around that system, right? So to deliver that system and make sure that anybody else can apply that system, learn the system, and grow their brand. So I have some very exciting news coming up pretty soon. It's not exactly something I can share right now, but the idea is that you are going to use this one system. If you own a liquor brand, if you own a spirits brand, wine brand, CPG brand, anything, could be anything, could be a coffee brand, could be anything, then this is the method that you will need to grow your brand. And I believe it's groundbreaking and game-changing, and I think it's amazing. And so I will be able to announce that pretty soon as we get the messaging right and all that stuff. But it is very exciting. Now, it's not my method. It's not something I came up with, but it is something that I helped develop as far as delivering it. And what I've been focusing on is measuring key performance indicators and how to measure the success of the program, and then identify what's working, what's not working, which is kind of the key differentiator for any service-based business, which is what this is. Like, we are providing a service where we train you on this pretty specific method, a pretty specific way of doing things, the why of it, the how of it. We work with your brand individually, and we develop your messaging so that you can deliver that in a store and effectively sell out all of your products. I've looked at the numbers. We've done many tastings, and the numbers are astonishing. There's only a few instances where we don't sell 100% of the product. And I'm not talking about a small amount of product here either. I'm not talking about minimum orders or anything like that. I'm talking about like 5, 10, 15. The record sales date is 26 cases in a 3-hour tasting. And this is for an unknown product. It's an unknown product, unknown category. And I had no idea how impressionable people were in the liquor store. Anyway, so that's project number 1. Project number 2, I've got some help from my team overseas. Hasnan is on this one. This is one thing that's been abundantly clear to me, is that it is really hard to sell services to restaurants. And it doesn't matter how cool I think I am. It doesn't matter how awesome I think my product is, or how awesome I think my service is. Results are really the only thing that matter. And I'm not really too invested in getting really great at sales. And that's also another limitation for my business, is that I'm not really extremely good at it. So, like, I have to manufacture and engineer a scenario where people come to me and they say, Jason, I want your stuff because of what you did for them. And that removes the entire sales conversation. That's what's called inbound. And so that's the kind of world that I want to live in, where I'm just providing undeniable results that are so clear and obvious that it's just a matter of, like, if you could have more of them, you'd take as many as you could buy because the value is so high. And so there's a couple different parameters that I've been working with. One of them is I work with High Level. It's an all-in-one kind of platform as a service. And I build customizations on top of that. So I'm in High Level pretty much all day, every day. You can get it yourself for much cheaper than working with me. But what I'll do is, if you work with me with some of that stuff that High Level does, then I'll save you 6 months of time at least, in full time learning how to use it. So it's like CAD or Photoshop. It's like the better you are at it, the more cool stuff you can do. I'm kind of like that with high level. Anyways, so I built out a system at high level that checks a lot of the boxes that all of my clients have. Like, one, they don't have a lot of money. Two, they don't have a lot of time. Three, don't have a lot of technical expertise. Four, they just want what works. They don't want the labor pain. They just want the baby. And five, which is a problem that, is possibly the number one problem that bars and restaurants face, which is retention and loyalty. And so, so I built a plug and play retention and loyalty system that you onboard once. So you fill out a quick form. We do a little bit of work scurrying around in the background, setting up phone numbers and setting up a few websites for you and stuff like that. But other than that, anytime the phone rings or anytime somebody opts in, they're going to be in your loyalty program, and they're going to be invited to come back 3 times. They're going to start getting on your email list, and we're going to start growing your list, inviting people back to your place. And this all happens automatically. It requires 0 staff training. And we do the work on the front end, and we can have you up and running in about 48 hours max. And it doesn't cost an arm and a leg because we automate the vast majority of it. But the best part of it is that you have tangible, trackable results. Like, we track every redemption. And here's the way it works. It's like you just fill out a survey in the very beginning when you start working with us, and then you answer a couple questions, like as in what's your first offer, second offer, third offer, what's your birthday offer, and then what the cadence is that you want in between them, and then what the redemption period is. So like if you want, be like, offer this to this person in 30 days after they signed up, that's their first benefit. Offer to them 15 days later, there's their second benefit, 15 days later for their third benefit, and then remind them on their birthday if they give us their birthday. And then for each of these redemptions, they have 3 days to redeem them. That way you don't have all these outstanding things. And then we take that, and then we track how many times those are redeemed. And then we give people a little dashboard that they can look at. And then they can show the cashier saying, I'm going to redeem this now. Bam, time stamped today. And it shows you when it was redeemed. And then it gives you a countdown timer to when your next reward is. So this is like we're touching on a couple different psychological triggers here, but yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's probably not, it's not for everybody. It's not going to be for like white tablecloth bars and restaurants, that's for sure. But if you're a quick service or, even borderline fast food, then this will make a lot of sense for you and drive a lot of sales for you. So you better believe we are implementing this with test clients, and then we'll roll it out, and I'm excited to see how it goes. That's all I got for you today. Those are 2 big projects, 2 big game changers, I think, for the 2 different worlds that I kind of live in. I know that they say that the hunter who chases 2 rabbits catches neither, but what can I say? When I'm excited, I'm excited. I just like solving problems, and I like making stuff, and I like to see the results of the machines that I make working to help people. That's what really gets me out of bed every day. So that's all I got for you for now. Stay safe out there, have fun, and I will see you next time. This has been the Hospitality Strategy Lab. I'm Jason Littrell. I'll see you next time. Bye.